Hello horse friends, and welcome back to the Imperfect Equestrian. This week I'm doing a tech review on another camera that I think is amazing for equestrians, only this camera is a flying camera. It's the DJI Neo 2, and I'm going to be telling you why I think that this drone is the perfect drone for following you out on your rides and capturing all those perfect third-person perspectives.
I kinda adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack, I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of way that I got.
I'll be starting by telling you all about the drone and how it works, and then we're going to be moving on to seeing some real world footage where I've been using it. This is the DJI Neo 2, and as you can see it's quite small. If you look at it compared to my hand, it's easy to carry, very lightweight. It can actually fit in the pocket of my hoodie and also a large coat pocket, so it's easy to take out places. And I actually have a saddle bag on the back of my saddle now, so I can pop it in there, so it's really easy for me to get as I'm out riding around. So I have opted to get the DJI Neo 2 because I can't fly a drone to save my life. I just crash and burn them and destroy them. So as you can see with this one, it has the lovely guards on top that keeps it safe when I fly. I actually don't need any control for it at all, although you can have a control if you want. You don't need it. So I purchased just a drone only, and this will automatically follow me and automatically do several different maneuvers just from pressing a button. There's a display panel at the top, you can see there, and that shows you what mode you're in and what the settings are for that mode, so you can easily change it just with the drone. Don't need any app, don't need any controller. It's so easy to use, and this is why I have chosen to get this DJI Neo 2. Let's have a quick look around. So as you can see, there's a power button on top, and I'll show you how to turn that on in a bit. We've already mentioned that there are display panels at the front there to help you see what's going on. The lens is behind this guard, and it's not too hard to get off. We just squeeze it to get it off, and if I want to put it back on, it's the same thing. And then on the side, you'll see some buttons here. This is either your flight button or your confirmation button, and there are some buttons here to select through different options on the front of the drone. So to turn on your drone, you just simply double press the power button. So we'll do that now. And you see all the lights light up on top. That shows you you've got a full battery. It moves a little bit in the propellers to show you that that's on. And you'll see as you use up the battery life, you'll see it go down. The battery is actually just situated on top there, and it just clicks off. If you have multiple batteries, which some people will choose to buy multiple batteries, I've just got the one for now, then you can quickly swap them out whilst you're out and about if you want to do a little bit more flying than you did with just the one battery. So now that it's on, you can see that there's options at the front there. And you can see that it's follow mode at the moment, and the little bits underneath just tell me kind of where it's going to follow me from, how far away, and how high or low that it will be following me. So it gives me all the information I need to know to see if it's in the correct setting or not. And if I just press the buttons on the side, you'll see that we will change through some of those options.
Dolly zoom, selfie shot, boomerang, helix, spotlight.
So they all sound like quite interesting things, and you may not know what they are. You don't need to know what all of them are now. What you do need to know is that there are a selection that are preset to do very nice little videos, very short little videos. So like for instance there was maybe rocket, which would be where the drone goes straight up in the air and looks down on you and then comes back down and takes spins a little bit, takes a video of you as it comes back down and also as it goes up again. So they're all kind of presets that do different videos that would be ideal for social media, so like TikTok, and that you can make a nice little video mixing up some of the short videos. But the ones that you want to use if you're actually going out and about riding, there's three main ones. There would be Spotlight, which basically just hovers the drone where you are. There is Follow, which does as it says on the tin. You select follow, you select where you want it to follow from, how far away, how high, and then it would follow you wherever you set it to. And there's also cycling follow. Now this is quite interesting, this one, because from what I've seen, the cycling follow stays a little bit further back, so where I'm trying to get the horse in the image, because it's actually following me, it doesn't recognize the horse, it follows me. So the cycling follow seems to stay just that little bit further back, which makes it easier to get the horse in the shot than the follow does sometimes. But also it's the one that can go faster. So if you were saying having a canter up a hill or a gallop through woods or something like that, that would be the one that you would want to select to keep with you. So I currently have it on spotlight mode so that I can show you how it works a little bit indoors. It's safe to use indoors. So if you look at the display on the front, that's what it's telling me. It's on spotlight video mode. So all I need to do to launch it is just press the little red button on the side because we've already got the correct mode selected. So I just pinch it lightly underneath with my thumb on the red button and then it can launch from there.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
So you'll see that now it's up in the air. If I move around, it'll follow me, but stay in the same position. That's what spotlight mode is. So if I just move around here, you'll see it turning to face me. And if I move back, you'll see it move again. Now, whilst we're here, if you can see that white light on the front, that white light means it's currently recording. And if it has a blue light, that means it's understanding the hand signal. And a red light means if it's lost you a little bit, or it's going low on battery. It also makes a beeping sound when it's low on battery as well. So if I go back round, if I want to land the drone, I can just put my hand out in front and it'll recognise it and land. And it's as simple as that. Just present your hand in front of the drone, the light turns to blue, says it's recognised your hand, and it will come back to you. And it can do that from quite some distance away. So the other thing I'm going to briefly attempt to show you in here, it may be a little bit too small in here for me to show you properly, is that it recognises hand gestures to move it whenever you need to. And this is one of the key things in the Neo too that is not really available in the other drones on the market at the moment. And this is so handy because if you're riding, whether it's in follow mode or it's in spotlight mode, if you're riding, you can use hand signals to move it around. Now, to give the hand signals, all you need to do is present a flat hand to the drone. The light will turn blue to show that it's understood there's a hand signal going on, and then by simply moving your hand up or down, it will follow the direction of your hand. So if I move it up, it will go up, left, it will go left, and so on and so forth. There's also, you can do like a double hand signal as well. So if you show two hands like that, it'll flash twice to say that it recognises two hands. And if you move your hands apart, the drone will move further away from you. And if you move them together, it will come nearer to you. Anytime you're given hand signals and you want to stop it where it is, you can either close your hands or lower your hands down, and it should automatically just stay where it is. Okay, I've had to bring you outside because I didn't have enough room to really show you the hand signal manoeuvres inside. So I brought you outside because maybe you might just about be able to see some of the blue light work as it understands my hand signals. So I popped it in spotlight mode for now, although like I said, this does work in the follow me mode as well. Set it going.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
So I'm going to present a flat hand to it, and it should understand there's a hand signal going on. So the light's gone blue and it's moved back to give me a bit of room to do some manoeuvres. So I can go left and right, up, down. If I take it up again so you can see it a bit easier. Anytime I want to stop, just close my fist and it'll stay there. If I want it to go back further away, I can use two hands. It'll double flash to say that it's seen me, and I move them apart and it moves away from me. And if I want it to come back towards me, I just do the opposite. Double hands again, it flashes to say it's seen it, and it's coming back in closer to me. And when I've finished doing what I want to do, I put my hand out and it comes back to my hand. And that's it, nice and easy. So I've currently got it on follow mode, and I can use the small buttons on the side to change the actual parameters of where it's going to follow me. So if I just press that, first of all, it's asking me, do I want it low or high or flat? So low is obviously a bit lower than your head, flat's usually fairly level, and high is up in the sky a little bit. So I'm just going to change that to flat, so it's fairly level with me. And then it's going to ask me, where does it want me to follow from? So I probably want it behind me a bit for a minute.
Front left, left, rear left, rear.
So you can hear now I've got it set to behind me, but you've got all those kind of options. And then if I press it again, it's going to ask me how far away do I want it So
medium, far, close.
I think we'll go for close, just so you can see it a bit better. So let me just pop that going. When you've finished selecting your options, if you just press the red button, that will end you selecting options. And then you just have to press the red button again to set it flying. So let's do that now.
Rear, follow, 3, 2, 1.
So it launches up and I just walk off and it'll follow me behind. Don't forget that the drone is following you at all times. It's not actually programmed to follow the horse. So it needs to be able to see you, whether you're doing handling on the ground or whether you're riding. And if I want to change where the drone's at any point, so maybe I put my hand out and I say, I want you a little bit lower. It'll now keep that parameter as I walk around and it'll stay lower, still to the rear, but lower. And I can use that to alter its flight path at any time. It's going to be a bit confused now because I'm in front. There we are, goes behind again, see? So I can use that at any time to alter its path. When I'm ready to land, just pop my hand out and back it comes in. There we go, easy to use. You can imagine using it from the saddle, extremely easy. Just set up the parameters you want, adjust it in flight if you need to, and off you go. Now we've got a bit of an idea how the drone works, let's go see how we would teach our horses to get used to it. To begin with, it would be best if you could move your horse to either a small paddock or a school type area where they're enclosed. Then set your drone to spotlight mode.
Spotlight, 3, 2, 1.
This puts you in an ideal position to observe the horse and the drone, and you can also use hand signals to start moving the drone around if the horse is doing quite well to make the whizzing sound. If at any point your horse becomes alarmed, you can stop using the hand signals. Ask the drone to land when you think they're feeling quite settled. If they did well with this, you're ready to move on to step 2. If not, you may need to repeat this another day. For step 2, you need a long lead rope so you can stand far away from the horse. Check on the horse once more and then put the drone into spotlight mode.
Spotlight, 3, 2, 1.
By doing this, I'm still keeping the drone as far away from the horse as possible, and by having it in spotlight mode, if the horse does react to it, I'm able to deal just with the horse and not worry about the drone at all. If your horse does find this difficult, then I suggest that you actually have a third party hold the drone even further away so that you are purely concentrating on your horse. Once you've got the drone up, you can do some exercises with your horses or move them around to get nearer to the drone, maybe go up to the drone, back under the drone, all sorts of things. But the idea is just to get them a bit nearer while still giving them plenty of choice to be able to move away if they feel they need to. If your horse has done well, you can try and land the drone a little bit nearer to the horse. Don't forget to reward your horse for a job well done at the end. Again, launch in spotlight.
Spotlight, 3, 2, 1.
This time, with the drone a lot nearer, we're going to be using hand signals again to start moving the drone around the horse. It's best to start this in front of the horse. Most horses find it's a lot easier to build confidence when things are in front of them. When you're happy with their progress, land the drone and don't forget to praise them after.
Front, follow, 3, 2, 1.
I've now set the drone so that we can follow it in front of us. Again, just like in the last exercise, horses are a lot more confident when things are in front of them, and if they can follow them, then this builds up even more confidence. So doing a short exercise like this is great. Go as long as you need to, and then land the drone when you're happy that they're following with confidence.
Rear, follow, 3, 2, 1.
This is possibly one of the biggest challenges for a horse on the ground, which is I've now got the drone to follow us from behind. Sometimes horses can feel a little bit like they're being chased, so don't forget that you can use your hand signals to change where the drone is if your horse is getting particularly alarmed by it following them. But it does them good to have it follow them for a bit, and you can go up and down. Turn very carefully, don't forget the drone is following you and not particularly the horse, so it needs to keep an eye on you as you turn.
Good girl.
If you feel they have done particularly well, what you can take the opportunity to do is stand where you would be riding and ask the drone to land there. So instead of being near the head, I'm now standing where the saddle would be.
Good girl.
Finally ready to ride, and I'm going to launch the drone from the floor first.
Spotlight. 3, 2, 1.
You'll notice that I popped the drone into spotlight mode again, and this is so that it stays stationary for my first ride on there. I don't want anything to alarm her too much. Once I've mounted up and clicked myself on, I'm constantly assessing how she is with the sound of the drone. Obviously it's not moving around yet, but if she's doing well, I can then use hand signals to move the drone around and see how she gets on with some movement going on. I just do this in front today, but you could certainly do it behind. When you feel comfortable, you can land the drone from the ridden position to see how that goes.
Good girl. Good girl.
We're now ready to launch from the saddle.
Front. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
If you remember what I said before, horses take a lot of confidence from following things. So it's best if you put it into front mode first so that you're following the drone and they get a chance to build up some of that confidence. When you feel it's going quite well, you can stop and call the drone back in again to the ridden position if it went well last time.
Good girl.
Rear.
Wait.
Follow. 3,
Good girl.
2, 1.
Good girl. There's a good.
We're now basically doing the same exercise again, except for this time I've popped the drone into rear mode, so it will be following us. Do lots of turns and twists. You can also move at different speeds if you want to test it out. Your horse may become slightly more alarmed with this one because it may feel that the drone is chasing it. Don't forget that you can use hand signals to alter it if your horse does become alarmed. When you feel it's going well, again stop and call the drone back in. If for any reason your horse does move off at this point, don't worry, it'll just remain hovering until it can find you again to land.
Good girl.
We are now
Good
set
girl.
to go try the drone away from home and see how we get on. I'll try it on the ground first before ridden.
Take my hand if you dare to stay. Feel the rush, take my breath away. If we fall, then we fall in flames. One more time, here we go again. Under the lights, we are transcending gravity. Pulse the rhythm like stars, we're never ending. We burn so bright, baby, the dawn is getting closer. Come here before it's over. We shine like supernovas. We are transcending gravity, pulse the rhythm like stars, we're never ending. We burn so bright, baby, the dawn is getting closer. Come here before it's over. We shine like supernovas, shine like supernovas.
Well, that was fun. I thought JJ did really well. Let's go see how we can now use it in some real world situations. It can certainly be a very useful tool if ever you need to check your horse's gait. So maybe they're lame, or perhaps you just want to film them for an online show and you don't have a tripod. Well, simply put the drone into spotlight and you can watch your horse go around, see if they're moving correctly, show them off to someone else if that's what you want to do, and it's a very easy way to quickly get a good view of what's going on. Why not make filming mundane tasks and daily chores a little more interesting by using the drone? Here I've got it set to spotlight mode, so it's just staying where it is and following me left to right no matter where I move to pick up the tasks I'm doing. I'm using it here just to film me mucking out to make it seem a bit more interesting, but likewise you could be using it for grooming your horse, fetching your saddle and saddling your horse, anything like that. I then switch it up a bit by popping it onto follow mode, so I've got my own personal little film crew following me around doing all my tasks. So it manages to follow me in the stable, and it's getting some quite interesting angles that perhaps a real cameraman couldn't get around to get whilst I'm in there doing the mucking out. Don't be afraid to try and use this drone in indoor spaces. It is aware of its surroundings, so it's not going to crash into anything, and it is quite small and nippy. You can get around very easily in places. You can also actually use it on a yard that's quite busy with multiple people. I haven't been able to demonstrate it here, but it is actually aware who you are by recognising who starts up the drone in the first place. It won't follow anyone else. As we mentioned earlier, a lot of the settings are really quite suitable for social media. So if we have a look here, you can see all the settings that are available. There are 3 follow settings available. You can see follow, cycling follow and skiing follow. They all do more or less the same thing and follow in the direction and angle that you'd like them to. But the cycling follow is more specialised in speed following, and the skiing follow is more specialised in speed following in a downhill situation. All of the others do just short films, apart from Spotlight, which you've already seen, which can film as long as you like, but just hovers in the one spot. Let's go quickly through what the other ones do. So Droney moves away from you and back towards you to a distance that you select and films you in both directions for just a few seconds. Circle goes out and does a big circle around you and films you on the lap around that circle and then returns to you. Rocket goes up to a set distance you require, up to 20 meters into the air. It can spin slightly or remain stationary and will film you whilst it goes up and film you whilst it comes down. Next we have Helix, which is kind of a little bit like the circle, except it does a spiral shape going up away from you at the same time. The Boomerang again is a little bit like a circle, but will start close to you and move further away from you and then come back close to you again. Selfie Shot does 3 pre-organised images that you've chosen from the selection, and they're usually just a different position and a slightly different angle, so there might be a close-up of your head and a full body, that kind of idea. The dolly zoom gives a really interesting effect. The drone moves away from you whilst zooming in towards you, which in the final image gives the impression that you are standing still whilst your background appears to be moving. It's very cinematic, that one. Master Shots is a bit similar to the Selfie Shot in the fact that it does multiple images, but these ones are videos and they are pre-selected in the selection area, and they don't have to focus on you, which most of the others do, so they may go up and scan the horizon or something along those lines. I've made a short video using some of these selections. See if you can guess which ones are which.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna
I don't have an arena to ride around, but if you did have an arena or even an indoor school, here is another great use for the drone. So no tripod needed, you just pop it on Spotlight and you're riding around your school, in this case my field, and you can check your gaits, can check your paces. It's keeping it in good focus as long as you stay on the outside. Obviously if I come in too close to the drone, it's going to struggle when it's on Spotlight mode. You probably need it more on a follow mode, but if you just want to have someone to film you from the center of the school and check your maneuvers, then this is a great tool for that. You can see she's having to go around now. It's keeping good contact. I do cut in a little bit because she wants to go back to the gate, but we still managed to stay in shot, which is great. Well done, JJ. Really good girl. So I'm doing this part of the video for you guys because I'm about to use the drone in a way that I never want to use the drone. I bought this drone so I don't have to do this. It's using the remote control on it, and we'll get it up in the air and then I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So it's got on the app, which I'll put on the screen, a takeoff. So I'm just going to hold that down until it takes off.
Takeoff.
I put the bag down on the floor to use as a safe area for it to take off from. Doesn't really matter if it lands in the grass, but I didn't want it getting trapped, any blades in the grass. I don't know if it would, but I thought it was safer to put it on the bag to take off. It's blown my bag away now though. On the screen there are some controls which say up, down, left, right, so you can use those, or you can use voice settings. So I'm just going to use this at the minute and we'll try and go up. We'll go check out the horses in a minute. So if I can rotate it, I'm not going to be very good at this because I'm absolutely appalling at flying drones, and I'll go forward. Now I can either watch the drone itself, it's a little bit fast for me, watch the drone itself, or I can look on the screen where it's going. I'm going to go around a tree that's coming up. So with the phone, you can actually fly about 200 to 300 meters away. Oh, no, I'm putting left and right. See, I'm so bad at this. But if you wanted to go further, you certainly can do by buying the transceiver. And the transceiver, I think I need to turn a little bit more away from the tree. The transceiver and the remote control mean that you can fly up to 10 kilometers away. I'm so bad at flying drones, but what a miracle I haven't crashed and burned it already. So we can see on, oh, I'm moving left rather than turning that way. So we can see that I can see the horses. You can actually control the way the camera's going up or down as well. So I can look down a bit more and things like that. And obviously it's obvious you've got forward, backwards, left, right and things like that. I'm going to move it a little bit more where I can see it, I think, there. And when I'm ready, which I'm very ready to bring it back, then I can press, there's a home button on here, on the left hand side of the screen there, and if I hold that down, it'll give me options to either land where it is or bring it home. So I'm going to put return to home. It records the point at which we take off from, so I have to hold it down till it does it.
Return to home.
It records the point at which we take off from as home, so it should bring it back here. Now what it does to be aware of is it takes it up very, very high first of all when you do that, just in case there's any trees and things in the way, and then it brings it back to the location, and it shows on the screen as a H, and it shows a straight line. It comes back in a straight line to minimize battery use in those situations. So just be aware, if you do stand where you stand, that you're not standing by any power cables or anything like that when you take off, because obviously it could be a bit dangerous when you land again after. So it's more or less over us now. Hopefully it'll come down and land.
Got it.
I don't know what it's thinking I said. Oh, now it's asking if I want it to land. So I'll hold it down. I thought I had asked it to, but here it goes. It's a little bit off from where the mat was because the mat's moved a bit, but not that bad. It's pretty accurate. I'll just let it go all the way down. I think it stopped up there because it thought I was asking it something. There we go. So if you are good at flying a drone, which I am not at all, then you can fly it like a normal drone, which means that things like that, like you can really focus more on the horses, or have a look around at your surrounding area, or perhaps follow several riders if you're good at controlling. But that's not something I can do. Didn't buy it for that. I can't do that. I want it to do everything automatic, so I don't need to think about it. So if you're filming anytime and you have a mic that connects to Bluetooth, so I've got my DJI mic mini, you can also use the AirPods, I forget what they're called, that connects to your phone. Any kind of thing that's got a mic on and also has Bluetooth capabilities, then you can connect it to the phone and when the DJI Flight app is open, and you'll probably notice now that as I'm talking to you, you can't hear the drone because it takes away the noise of the drone. So you could have this on whilst you're riding. I have a little pouch, you can put it in your pocket. So as long as you've got the app open and connected to the drone at the same time, then it will record your sound. It'll record it off the phone as well. So if you haven't got a Bluetooth mic, you can literally hold the phone up and talk to the phone and it'll still work. But obviously that's a bit inconvenient when you're riding. So best to have it in your pocket and a mic on of some description. But most of the videos, if you don't have the mic connected or the app open, will just be silent, and you can add your own music or sound to them after. I took the drone into the field to record a bit of a fun session with JJ, and we ended up as part of that session recording a bit of a speed test with the drone. Let's see how that session went.
Hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now, right now. 한 발을 내밀었어, 걱정이 많이 있어. It's a bit of love, yeah. It's a little tough, yeah. 담배를 물고 있어, 생각이 너무 깊어. Wow, it's looking too deep. It's a little rough, yeah. Overthinking if I belong, but I'm where I need to be.
Of course, where the drone can really shine is out on trail rides. So let's take a quick look how the drone did when I went on a ride through some local woodlands.
One step forward and another back, I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad, girl, when you look like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll let the one anyone knew. I was on the bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and touched your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, you never resisted. Smiling like that, you never resisted. Smiling like that, you never resisted. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair, girl, when you look like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll let the one anyone knew.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this review on the DJI Neo 2. I will put some sort of link in the description in case you're interested in get one so that you can. And give me some comments and share this if you know someone else who's interested in using drones in general with a horse. Maybe you get some ideas about how to get your horse used to it normally. So I hope you've really had fun, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!